sorry to keep you. Things are hard.
Oh, I said to Merv, she's only 6 minutes at this point. I said it would be surprising if she's here, and then it got to like 10, and I was like, yeah, this is cool. It means I know how to.
It's normal.
Yeah. If you were on time, I would be really shocked. So,
I would be too.
Yeah. Question. First things first. I sent you an email on the 11th of April. Then, yep. Then when I called to make this appointment, I said to whoever answered the phone, can you please get Nicole to check her email? Right? Merv?
Yep.
Do you want to help me?
Yep.
Hi, Merv.
How you doing?
Good.
So,
Happy.
wait for it. Hey.
Come here. Come here.
Yep, she will be 6 months on the 1st of July. She is...
Oh, I really needed this. We had to put our cat down on the weekend, so we're going to have a dog-inclusive session. Thank you so much.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. This is Happy.
How hard it can be.
Look, this is Happy here.
I can't see Happy because of the light behind you.
All right, let me go. Come here, girl. Come and meet Nicole, hey?
You got her?
Yep. Do you want to just pull the curtain behind her so she can see?
That is the biggest dog.
She's
Hi,
just a
sweetie
baby. She's
Hi, sweetie pie.
She's still a baby.
Darling. I love your ears. You know those little ears.
Oh, you should see them when she puts them back. When she's like doing something, she looks like she's evil. Like it's.
She's not evil. You couldn't be evil, could you, Happy? No, you could not. You're just the cutest little puppy in the world. How big is that dog?
She's still a baby. Want to go down, darling? There you go. So,
You nerve.
No worries.
she's so her mum is a bull Arab.
No.
Yes.
Her dad is an American Johnson, which I had to Google, and that's a bulldog, an American bulldog.
Oh, cool.
I've got photos of her mum and dad. So she looks just like her mum. Her mum's big. The dad is short and stocky.
Is Happy a girl or a boy?
Girl. So I was only looking for male dogs, and it sort of hit me just how much I was sort of like cutting myself off, I guess.
Yeah.
And she...
How's Jackson? Where's Jackson?
Hmm?
The other dog. Merv's dog.
Yeah, Jackson, he's here. So obviously, when we went to meet Happy, she was one of 5 in a litter of 5 females, yeah? And we met all 5 of them. And we took Jackson with us. It's Merv's dog.
Yes.
And
50 centimetres, 500 millimetres.
she's-
At the shoulder.
she's hit 50 centimetres at the shoulder from ground to the shoulder so far. I think she was 40 when we got her, so she's gone up 10 centimetres since we've had her. And I adopted her on the 11th of April. So I literally emailed you the day I brought her home because I promised I would.
Congratulations. I'm sorry.
No, it's so good. I knew you had said show me the puppy, so. But,
Jackson, didn't you?
oh, sure. So, I think you've met this little munchkin.
Oh, look at you.
This is Jackson.
Jackson.
Jackson's an old cranky old man, I tell you what, man.
He's a little bit cranky old.
So anyway, we went there and we spent 2 hours with the puppies, right? Because it was like cuteness overload, Nicole. It was just like, how do I decide, you know?
Universe will show you, Olivia.
They did too. They did. So I'm 100% like, it's so funny, right? Because I thought all 5 of the puppies would have just been snapped up, yeah? And actually, I was the first person to adopt one, but her 4 sisters were online for a long time. There's still 1 currently left. But I'd been checking, you know, to keep watching the updated photos, and 2 of her sisters have gone in the sense of they look just like the dad, right? So they all looked body-wise the same when I met the puppies, yeah? So the puppy photos that I sent you, that was the day we met them, right?
Yeah.
And they were all roughly the same size, yeah? 2 of them look just like the dad. Like Happy is growing up, and she's lean, and the others grew out, right? And it's so funny, yeah. But she's well, to be perfectly honest, she's an absolute little shithead. But like, I don't know if you could, like, this lip balm has teeth marks all around it, right? I went to yoga this morning and I was meant to go and get meds on the way home, but in the end I went for coffee afterwards with the ladies, and by the time I did all of that I was busting to pee. But anyway, I said to Merv messaged me and he's like, when you get your meds you need to pick up another hairbrush because your girl's been naughty. And I was like, it's all good, I got more somewhere. But yeah, I get home and Merv's like, I saved the beer.
What else have we lost today?
Oh, we've lost numerous things. Our fish pond is now a pool because the day we got her, the fish pond was out the front on the front like porch by the door, and she just jumped straight into it and thought it was just so much fun.
Best thing in the world.
I've got photos of it actually. I'll send them to you.
This is the best news. I'm so happy for you.
Thank
I can't
you.
help but notice you're in the same house.
Yes, so we were going to talk about that. So I haven't talked about this at all on my video, so it's new for all of you too.
Do you want to, or do you want me to be quiet?
No, I would turn the camera off if I didn't want to talk about it. I discussed it with Merv this morning, and it was like, the reason I wasn't talking about it during my videos while it was happening is because we didn't know what was going to happen with the outcome. And now we have the outcome, and it's definitely not the one we wanted. But now that we're there, I'm okay to talk about it, right?
Okay.
So, anyway, as you know, Merv and I are in the house that got sold, and the rent was $275 and now it's $450, right? The house is lovely, but I mean, $450 for a 3-bedroom, 1-bathroom just seemed like a lot, and it is, right? Anyway, so when he went to Rockhampton, I remember explaining to you off camera at one point, that we were talking to someone and he had said you could pay less than that for a mortgage, right? And we were like, okay, let's seriously consider how we do this, right? So I got to admit, you know what I believe, I'm very spiritual, I believe in the universe and stuff, and
We spoke to a broker.
yeah, we did, right? So we spoke to a broker, yeah? And it was interesting because there were numerous things that would have, could have, or should have fucked everything up, but that didn't, which is why, go on.
I'm just going to turn on my light, so I'll be off camera for a second.
Yeah, that's cool though.
Keep going, I can hear you.
No, I was just having coffee. Anyway, so we spoke to a broker. We gave them all of the information, how much we get from our pensions, because obviously it was going to be combined. Keeping in mind, right, I didn't know this until this year, but back in the day, before all the rules got changed, you were only allowed to buy a house, right, either by yourself, with a de facto or a married couple, or if you were a single parent, right? There were like strict rules, yeah?
Didn't know that.
Neither did I. It's only just sort of come in, and when I say just, don't quote me, I don't know exactly how long, but it's relatively new, that 2 people can actually buy a house together as co-borrowers that aren't in a relationship, right?
Yeah.
So like, you know, now you can buy a house with your sibling or your parent or your friend, like what me and Merv are going to do, right?
Yeah.
So we went through everything. We were told that we're eligible. We can still get a home loan using our pension, right? We were looking to get a $300,000 loan, yeah? Through a series of events, we have a $20,000 deposit, right?
Cool.
Yeah, you would think so, right? So, and that's split between us, right? So, 50-50 deposit, yeah? And like, the simple fact that like I said, there were so many things that could have happened to screw shit up. Like, for example, credit ratings. Like when we first were looking at it, Merv had something come up on his that he didn't know about, and it would have been around the time his wife was really unwell, yeah? But anyway, so he called them, and it happened to be this, like, I'm not going to lie, pissed me off no end, because I'm one of those people who paid off every single cent of my debt ever because I was so paranoid about credit ratings. And Merv's was past a certain date, and then they statute bar it, and then they clear it, and now his credit rating, his credit score, Nicole, is unfucking believable. It's 979, and the highest credit score you can even get is 1200, right?
That's really good.
That's
Good job, Mark.
It's insane is what it is.
Ridiculous.
Like, yeah. So, it's, like I said, all this stuff happened. We were told the whole way along what we earn combined is enough for us to get the loan we need, right? And we were looking at houses up to an absolute max of 300,000, but under, right? Anyway, everything got to where it was. All the paperwork was sorted. Everything was ready. We were waiting on the phone call for the pre-approval amount.
Yep.
And then the broker calls with news that neither one of us could have expected. Even the broker was just absolutely dismayed, like couldn't figure it out, yeah? So, because Merv, we're both Kiwis, as you know. Merv worked in New Zealand for I don't know however long. So, how the pensions work, yeah?
Oh, no.
Yep. So, my pension is fully paid for by Australia, yeah?
Because of your employment in Australia.
Yeah. Merv's, on the other hand, is a partial. So, he gets partial payment from Australia and the rest of it from New Zealand, right? And they're unwilling to accept his New Zealand payment.
Why?
We don't know. The broker doesn't know. Nobody knows, right? So, like, the poor woman has spent months and months on this, right? We've been talking to her since March, yeah? And she said that she...
It's like a big broker firm, right? Like that'll
Aussie home loans. Yeah, massive. Like, yeah, like proper Aussie home loans. And she was like, she'd spoken to her boss, spoken to people. She's like, I need to put it aside just for a little bit, but then I'm going to come back and tackle this and try to figure out why. Because even just earlier, I found the paperwork again, and we've got all the paperwork from New Zealand stating this is a pension, this is going to carry on. He will be getting this for life. And it clearly it states on the Australian pension, this is a partial with Australia-New Zealand agreement. So why they're not accepting a payment is utterly beyond us. I have looked at it
Are
and...
you aware of somebody else who has part payment from Australia, part payment from the US, and part payment from Canada, and has gotten a loan?
Yeah? Okay. Yeah, so we definitely need to figure it out, because that's what I mean, like, because the lady said, because I've updated all my stuff, and like I did support work over the weekend, right? I had this like random one-off client, she was flying from Brisbane up to here, I worked Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, right? Yeah, it was awesome. And the broker had said to me, if I start earning even $500 a fortnight without it affecting my disability, it will then push us over to get the $300,000 loan. As it stands, she reckons we can get a $130,000 loan, which is just stupid, right? But not gonna lie, like, obviously I believe it all happens for a reason. I mean, if we'd applied, gone through anything with all this stuff happening on Merv's credit, for example, it would have screwed us both up, like super bad.
Yeah. Well, you can't, if once you apply for a loan and get knocked back, you have to disclose that.
Yeah, that's what I mean. And we were very lucky because none of that happened, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it feels like, to me anyway, that it's happened to ensure that we don't rush into doing something wrong, you know, because a home loan is a fucking long time.
Oh,
And
tell me about it.
yeah.
Uh-huh.
Like, I've owned two houses in the past, and sometimes I get, I hate paying all this rent, blah, 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 but I'm choosing to look at it in the sense of I have a roof over my head. We have a really nice home in an amazing area where I'm starting to make friends, so that's so good. Like I said, I went to yoga today, and on Wednesdays, a group of the ladies go out for coffee. And
Yes.
I've been a couple times. I've got book club tonight. Very excited. So I joined book club since
What
seeing.
book are you reading?
I have finished, but I'll actually show you because I don't know if you actually have time to read or do anything in your everyday real life. I'm going to go with probably not, right?
Probably not, but okay.
But lessons in chemistry, okay?
I've heard it's good. Like,
is.
it's on that, like, magical list of shit that I'm supposed to read that I don't.
Yeah, put it to the list. Put it to the top. So it is so good. I couldn't put it down. Yeah. And there's a TV series based on it, which I found. Well, I say there's a TV series based on it. It's got the same name and it's the same sort of premise, but it's like it's not the same. The book and the show is totally different. Yeah. But the book was awesome. So I ended up joining. How did it work? So last month I was there. So Wednesday last month, the club meets on the last Wednesday of every month.
Yep.
And I had found out about it through Wednesday yoga the week prior to the last one. And they were like, do you want to join? And I was like, yeah, absolutely. And I was like, what's the book? So I was able to go in and get a copy. And then I like power read it for a week to get it read before I made it to the thing, right? And it was so much fun, Nicole. Oh, we had so much fun. There was a group of us just talking about the book, and then, like, I loved it. So then we got this one, Clubs Tonight. We've already got the next book organised. I cannot remember what it's called. I just know
Monthly?
it's... Huh?
You can read a whole book in a month?
I could read a whole book in a week, yeah? That's what I just said. The first book was like 375 pages or something. It's much bigger than this one. And I had 1 week to get it finished because, like, everyone was like, it doesn't matter if you don't finish, but I was like power reading it. And I was like, I don't want the ending of it spoiled because I don't get it finished in time. So I basically just did literally nothing except read for a week.
Sounds delightful.
Yeah. Huh?
Sounds delightful.
Not gonna lie, I'm lucky in that sense. This one I finished in about 2 weeks, but I didn't, like, I was doing other stuff too,
I love it. Is it a good book? Like, I strong recommend?
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely put it to the top of the list of stuff you are gonna
Top of the
try to
list.
do.
Oh, it's very high.
Well, if you're talking about books,
Okay.
well, the book,
Ever? Top of the list ever?
no. Do No Harm is my favorite book in the world, which I've also recommended to the book club. The book I'm getting today, I don't remember what it's called. I just remember it's yellow with an octopus on the front of it. But like everything's been going well. So I was actually just talking to Merv about different gym memberships for up here. So I've seen an exercise physio. Seen a physio. I've been and had a one-on-one for Reformer Pilates, which I've wanted to join for ages. However, the first one-on-one with the Reformer, it ended up just being a bunch of stretches. I didn't even get on the machine. And there's so many, like it was fine. Like it was like I was happy with it, right? Because I've had to go out and get prescription shoes and see podiatrists. I had to have my Achilles freaking scanned with ultrasounds. Like I've been dealing with pain and issues, and it turns out that I am hyper flexible, and apparently it's not a good thing. I'm hyper flexible in the way that's damaging, right?
Yeah.
So I have to be like,
Ability often is associated with comorbid ADHD diagnosis.
really? Did not know that. There you go. Because yeah, I'm like super bendy, but things hurt. And anyway, so like
Has to bend that far, Olivia.
that's what I'm being
And
told.
it's not like you touching your toes. It's about your inner joints being a bit too
Yeah.
jiggly.
Every time someone tells me to like bend over, I can put my hands flat on the ground and be standing over. And yeah, I didn't know it was a bad thing until everything started to hurt 1,000 times more. But other than that, like everything is going good.
Well, the best thing is that you have identified it, and you're right. Strengthening Pilates stretches, clear, controlled, strengthening based work is going to help stabilize the joints and prevent that
Exactly.
stretching.
Exactly. Which is yeah, where I'm at. So I've got a couple, like I had a massage yesterday, which was so good. I managed to get one at those, in the mall places. They took my insurance, so that was good. It was so funny. She put it through the high cats machine, and it was like $27 I had to pay, and the massage was $90, and she was like, wow, like that's a lot.
Yeah.
She was like, you got a lot of extras, and I was like, apparently it was the look on her face was hilarious. Like she couldn't believe how little I had to pay out of pocket. Not complaining. I pay $112 a fortnight in health insurance, so But so I've started seeing a chiropractor regularly. I plan to join the gym so I can do the stretching classes. So I can do the reformer Pilates because I want to join the class and meet people, Same as with yoga. Yoga's on Wednesdays and Saturday mornings. And that's lovely.
And it sounds like you went for coffee with the ladies after.
I did until 11:30, which was lovely. I even made a new friend in the sense of we were talking about support work, and I told her what I earned for the 4 days, right? Because with the support work, and she is a support worker as well through a company, and I was like, yeah, I started doing it through a company first too. I said, at the time, a client practically begged me to quit the company and get my own ABN number, but I thought working through a company made more sense. I said, if you think that, I'm telling you now, you're wrong. I was wrong. I was like, this is the way to do it. And we exchanged details, and she even gave me her address, and she was like, here's my address. Anytime you want, just come on over. So I have two friends. I am. I've got 2 friends now that I have.
Feel much more settled in your own life.
Oh my God.
Like that. I was really concerned that you guys were just going to pack up and go.
Yeah, I was concerned. I was concerned that I was going to let my irritation and anger win. Because I love Merv, but he does annoy me sometimes, right?
Totally. Yes.
Oh, yes.
I obviously annoy him too, let's face it, right? But I went through a period where I was like, hold on, so I don't know if I told you, but it is so warm up here. I'm literally in shorts and a sports bra.
I've 10 degrees.
Yeah, I heard. I may have told you because I don't remember when I spoke to you last. But I started a new medication that Ishan gave me. I don't think I told you. No. So it's this new antidepressant one, right?
Oh.
It's a private script that's $50 for every 30 tablets, yeah?
Yeah.
And he was like, it's the type of medication it is. It's not instead of other medication, it's as well as, but it's a non-addictive one. So he was like, if you get no benefits out of it, you can just stop taking it and it won't be an issue. But the benefits are unbelievable.
And it's antidepressant.
Yeah, it's what the hell is it called? DOMION, I believe is how you spell it. And then 25 next to it. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And the first month I took it, I literally called it a magic pill. It was a magic pill. It was like nothing I'd ever experienced before. Like it was like amazing.
Okay.
Then I went through a period where I was a bit irritated and agitated and just snappy, and I wasn't sure, and I'd been on the meds for a month by this point, so obviously they were starting to like, you know, settle, I guess. And once that happened, I was concerned that maybe I needed them increased or whatever it was. But I think it really actually came down to, one, I'm an absolute bitch when I get my period. That's a given. I've worked that one out. I don't deal with the pain and the cramp and like the mood swings. Poor Merv copped it a couple of weeks ago.
Well, it's a hormone shift.
Yeah. And I'm very aware of it now because I've had the thing in my arm taken out and it's now at a point where it's settled. I think that's also contributed. Yeah. But also, like, I just felt like I was stuck in a rut, and literally, I remember saying to Merv at one point, even I think last week, like, I have no purpose. Like, I'm purposeless. I am a waste of space. I'm just here doing nothing. And I was spiraling. But by getting the client, it like pulled me out of it like instantly, right? And just by being back in the environment of working, it immediately changed everything on how I felt. And I went back to and have since felt as amazing as I did when I started taking that med, because I truly think it is making a huge difference. Like, I will pay $50 a month for the rest of my fucking life if I have to, right? Because it is so worth it, yeah?
You do seem very
happy.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I am.
Like, not necessarily happy, like not inappropriately happy, like, you know,
Yeah.
comfortable, contented, like within your own skin. Like you feel
I am.
there's no internal, you don't see that internal conflict.
Yeah, I don't have any, which is lovely. That's why.
Going to, you know, and that's beautiful to see, Olivia.
Thank you. I'm definitely just feeling so much better. And like, I spent an hour and 18 minutes on the phone talking to my uni friend Cassidy yesterday on video. It's been ages since we've caught up, and we like, you know, talked, like I said, on video, and it was just so good. And she officially met Merv. Like, it was so funny. She was asking about Merv's leg, and I was like, do you want to meet Merv? And she goes, yeah, I feel like I already know him already from watching your videos. And I was like, oh yeah, I forgot some of you guys watch my videos. And I was like, you know, as we're aware, some of the videos have been a little bit psycho. But it's all good. Anyway.
How is Merv's leg? I haven't heard about it. So last time I saw you 10th of April. So
yeah.
I haven't seen, like, is he all right?
Yeah, good. Everything.
Like, I was walking around carrying happy. He's all
yeah,
right. But
it's all back and good and normal again, isn't it, Merv?
Very much so.
Yep.
No follow-up or anything needed?
No follow-up, nothing. We did the one follow-up to Brisbane, and it's sorted. Looks good, and he feels good, and that's the main thing.
Right.
So yeah, like, life is it's going really well, you know. Like, we've got our little routine, you know. Like, Merv is honestly the
You
best.
just used the sentence, life is going really well.
Oh, that's something, isn't it? The look on your face is priceless. It's lovely.
Been a long time, Liv.
I know. But it is. It's going really, really well. I'm genuinely.
There will be ups and downs. There will be all those. But this is you feeling like you've got a capacity to manage those things, a confidence to be able to manage those things, skills to manage those things, and a willingness to look at it like
1000%.
Right. Great job.
Thank you. Because I remember even like when I was getting cranky and I was saying to Merv, like, it's the hormones, it's the moods. Like, I'm human, I'm a freaking female, it sucks. But like, other than that, and I it's interesting because not before doing this support job, it was a job went up on Seek and I started looking at Seek randomly. I don't know, it just came into my mind. So I've downloaded the app and started sort of looking. And the chiropractor that I go to, well, I had an appointment on the Monday, I'd never been, and on the Saturday prior, an ad went up for a job for a receptionist at the clinic, yeah? And I figured, dumb to apply for a job without actually going. So I went in, had my appointment, I met them, I saw the place, I saw everything. I even asked about it. And I then applied. So I went through and did the official application, right? Now, I didn't get the job, which, not going to lie, I was so surprised because I wrote my cover letter I wrote it like 7 times, so it was all right. But I wrote it in the sense of saying I'm a new client. I've come in, I've met them, I've done that, I've seen everything. And explained my journey and why I was applying and whatnot. And I got the response saying, can you make a video explaining yourself to us? So I did that part of it, right? And I had been checking every day. The reason I wanted to work at the chiropractor was solely because I wanted discounts, right? I just wanted staff rates at chiropractor. That was ultimately the goal, right? They were paying like $30, $35 an hour, right? But it wasn't that. It was just the adjustments, right? Anyway, I truly thought I would have got an interview, but I was checking it every day and the thing was up online. Anyway, I went in to have my appointment, right? And there's somebody new being trained. And I'm just thinking, I couldn't, you know me.
I guess I didn't get that job.
That's, I was so confused,
Okay.
I was like, I guess you're the new person that's been hired, and she was like, yeah, and the lady who, the receptionist is usually there, was like, yeah, no, this is, who's been hired, and I just said, I don't want to be rude or anything, but I find it extremely strange that the job is still currently listed online. I said, I've heard nothing. I said, and I've walked in here for an appointment and have been hit with, like, I couldn't care less that I didn't get the job. It was the fact that I walked in and there was already someone being trained and they hadn't even had the decency to say anything. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like the position has been filled. Might have been nice, but I got this position has been filled email a week after the hired person started.
Hedging their bets, Olivia.
It's so stupid. Like, it is, I thought it was really fucked up. Not gonna lie.
We've done that because we've hired more than one staff member. Like, you do rolling starts and rolling hire.
Yeah, they hired one person. They only wanted one. Because when I went in the very first time, I asked about the position. And the lady was like, she's the main receptionist, right? And the person that they were replacing had just left and only did like a couple shifts. So, but yeah, it was, and I've since gotten the email saying the job's been filled, right? Okay. Like I said, not the point. And anyway, I had an appointment yesterday. It was so fucking goddamn busy. I was like, thank God I didn't get the job. Because, again, the whole reason I applied for it was because I wanted staff discounts, right? Probably why I didn't get the job, let's face it. Right?
I'm not going to say no to that, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, as a support worker, I've just earned in 11 hours, well, technically 11 hours, because the contracts are, if anything is changed, within a 48 hours of the shifts are charged as full shifts, right? Yeah. But like, even after all of the fees come out, I get $56.25 an hour, Monday to Friday. Right? Yeah. Like, I mean, like I said, the client I had was a one-off thing, but at the same time...
One of the things that I know about you is you really love making connections. And look, I love my reception team, and I would be lost without them. And I know that they have clients that they've been able to make connections with. But largely, you know, there's 100 people in a day who come in.
Yep.
And they don't get that. And it's a lot of business shit, you know, emails and changing an appointment or doing a billing or whatever. That's not how you, like, you don't love that.
No, I don't.
This is about connection and compassion. That's who you are.
Yeah, I know. Just it
better with your value structure to work.
Yeah, you're right. Like,
But
no, you're right, 100%. I spent, like I said, I was at coffee for an hour and a half with the ladies, right? And there was a new lady that I met, yeah? And we were talking about support work, and she's a support worker for a company. And I explained how I do mine, and then I added her. She's the one I said she gave me the address for. And I showed her, I went into the app, I showed her my profile, my fees. I went in and showed her the invoicing side of it, because I've obviously had 4 invoices go out just today, right? I showed her all of it, and I said, once I get home, I will send you all the information I've got, because I've already created a 6-page PDF document for anybody interested that I can just email off to them to make it easy for themselves. So once I got home, that is what I did. I sent all this information through, and like, she's, you know, super happy. And it was funny, because you were like, I like helping people and socializing, and the lady today was like, well, clearly you like being a support worker. I'm sitting here at coffee helping her, you know.
exactly.
Yeah, I literally said to her, if you need any help whatsoever, just let me know, and I'll come over and I'll do it all for you online. I'll just show it to you.
Very generous.
It's nice. Like, I have things to fill my day, you know. It's good. Like, when I get stuck in a rut is when I get sort of, you know,
when you get really isolated and when you feel unsupported, then that's where, or like not even unsupported, you need to have a focus, and you need to have, like, it's isolation for you. The worst thing that can happen is that you stay home and you feel alone. And it's also the thing that your brain will sometimes tell you to do, stay home and you're alone.
Yep.
So it's at those moments that we know then we have to really push against that, do the opposite action, go towards it, feel like engaged in everything you can. You don't want to go for a walk, you go for a walk, assuming it's safe.
Yeah. No, we're good. And Merv's pretty good too. Like, you know, we train the dog, and we walk and exercising, and like I said, I'm getting back out there and, you know, just working everything out.
Great.
Yeah. Oh, my solarium is finally in the house. Finally.
I'm not sure I'm supportive.
Oh, you can be not supportive all you'd like, darling.
Like, I'm not sure I'm allowed legally to be supportive. Like,
They're not illegal. They're illegal to hire and rent. It's perfectly legal to own them. I bought it.
Didn't know that. I actually thought they were illegal.
No, I'm very much allowed to own it.
Like a full one where you get the little thing and
Yeah,
you put it on.
yeah.
How do you get out? Do you just push it?
Yeah, I'll send you a photo. Yeah, no, so I'll give you some education, hey, Nicole.
I've never been in a solarium. Look at how white this little skin is. I just go white, red, peel white.
So, solariums were banned at the very end of 2014. All right? 31st of December, they were done and dusted. They could no longer be used in a salon to be rented out as of the 1st of January 2015. All right? That does not mean they're illegal to own. So I bought mine brand spanking new from a company in Victoria who delivered it to my house after the bans went into place. Because the only way you can use a solarium now is to own one.
Another one of my clients has one too.
Perfectly legal to own.
She is scared about it. I'll tell her it's not legal. It's not illegal.
It's only okay, if I had you come to my house and use my solarium and then get you to pay me, that's illegal.
Well, yeah.
Okay? But if you came to my house and you use my solarium and there's no money involved, it's perfectly fine.
You have to use sunscreen?
You don't have to do anything. I use a particular, like, I've invested in particular stuff for my skin, like sprays and lotions and things like that.
Yeah.
Like, I never tan my face. I used to tan half my face and then cover it, but because you're in the sun and you're out all the time, certain parts of you get sun all the time. So, like, I tanned this morning, and I have like a face, like a hand towel completely covering my face, right? But yeah, let your other client know. There is, people are very misinformed.
She's very scared about it. She's like, I don't know.
The only way anything can happen to her is if she starts charging people money and then people dob her in. But yeah, no, you're allowed to own them, 100%. I bought mine after the ban because they banned them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. I mean, be careful. And I don't know anything.
Look, I'll put it to you. I'll put it to you like this. This is what I say to literally every single person who freaks out about the fact that I own a solarium, right? We live in Australia, okay? Yeah, well, we live in Australia. It's 100 degrees outside, okay? I put lather sunscreen on when I'm out there, right? I control tan, right? It's controlled tanning.
People will go outside and they'll tan and they're more likely to get burnt out there.
That's what I mean.
Instead of getting burnt, which people do.
Well,
I mean, I am addicted to sunscreen. You know that, but I still went on holidays and got burnt.
I'll put it like this, I guess.
It was a windy day, and the sunscreen spray that we could get, where in the country we were in. Anyway, it was stripes.
I always feel like the sunscreen just mounts off up here, eh? Like it's just.
And they did this. They did a review recently.
Yes.
Like 26, not SPF 50 plus, which is what I rely on for my lily whiteness.
Yeah, I watched the same thing. It was mind-boggling, eh? Everyone was like, no, that they meet requirements though. But yeah, it was interesting. I would rather control tan, right, which is what I do.
Yeah.
Because I know exactly how long I'm in there for, right? The bed automatically counts down and turns itself off. So it's perfectly safe, right? The maximum the bed can go to is 30 minutes. I can't do more than 20 is what I do. Because I have a 20-minute meditation that I listen to when I tan. And like I said, I have all the very expensive stuff to protect myself with, right? And I've always wear sunscreen. Like, I'm always making Merv wait for me because I've got to get my sunscreen on, right? Because I don't want to burn.
Tattoos to be careful of. Your tattoos also need care.
Except the fucking one I don't like. But yeah. But anyway.
Is it just the colors you didn't like?
No, it's the big freaking line at the top of that one. So.
Into a design.
Yeah, I'm going to go speak to someone. It's all good. Like, it's not bad. It's.
Not
ironic because it says everything happens for the sake of your higher self, which is the opposite of our egos, and it's my ego that's got the fucking problem. But go figure. I'm teaching Merv all about spirituality and Eckhart Tolle, and we're in the process of listening to The Power of Now at the moment. I get very excited about it. Hey, Merv. I do, I get very excited. I've officially applied for citizenship. I'm not sure if I told you that yet.
Oh.
Look at this, back with my bindy stuff. That's the Australian citizenship quiz stuff.
You have to do the test.
I do have to do
From
the
New
test.
Zealand, you have to do the test.
Yep.
Oh. I'm pretty sure you're going to be okay. Like,
That's what he said. I've learnt heaps though. The Australian golden wattle is the Australian national flower. I turned it into a booklet, but I downloaded it onto my phone, and I used the app that I've used for university. It's like text to speech. So every time I'm in the shower or every time I'm doing something, boring, I listen to it. So it's drilling into me.
I think that most Australians would know what the Australian national flower was.
No, I actually don't.
I'm not sure that just by being born here, that magic information gets osmosis in. Like, I'm not sure.
No, I still have to learn the national.
Though.
I have to learn the national anthem as well.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, it's super funny when my text to speech, does it for me.
Home is girt by sea.
My
home is girt by sea.
Yes, but yeah, I'm feeling much better about things.
You don't get jinxed if you say that I'm in a good space. Like, this is a good thing.
No, this is great. Like I said, we have a routine. Like, Merv is just beautiful. Constantly, I feel guilty. I'm like, are you sure you're not? I feel like he does everything sometimes. Like, when I'm busy doing stuff, he sort of takes care of everything else. Like,
but Merv is a big boy, and he can tell you if he feels like he needs you to do something, or if things are inequitable.
He is sitting in the living room across from me going like this, as in, yes, he's agreeing with you.
So I think at the end of the day, don't question it. Trust that your relationship with Merv is one where you can be open and transparent with each other, and you don't need to seek that reassurance from him externally. Like, hold it, and just that's the next step for you, is hold that and let it happen.
That's interesting, because I am constantly seeking validation from him that I'm not doing anything wrong because he's doing stuff. Does that make sense? Like, he makes breakfast in the morning.
Yes.
He'll be like, breakfast is on the table, Liv. Like, it's this beautiful thing he does. Like, I've been dreaming about it forever, and now it's like real. I come out to the living room kitchen, and literally my breakfast and my coffee is on the table for me. It is like unbelievable, right? It is so amazing. And like, I get in my head about it, like feeling guilty,
Why does it trigger guilt in you for somebody to do something nice for you? Because they genuinely inside themselves want you to have something great to start your day. That's allowed.
I'm fairly certain it all comes back to childhood.
I'm fairly certain also it's just for there. You have to forgive the part.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that we did this, because it happens as well. Like, Merv likes to cook. I do not at all, right? So
different strengths, Olivia.
Yeah, he has much more than me, let's face it.
Equitability, like equality in relationships, whether they're friendships or otherwise, it's, no one ever is actually equal. It's, you both bring a different skill set and a different capacity and a different schedule and a different need. And, it's about complementing each other. It's not about you doing 3 days of dinner this week and him doing 4, and then you doing 4 next week and him doing 3. Like, not everything has to be equal. Your relationship and your contributions are flexible.
He's sitting there, he stood up now and he's going, thank you, Nicole, thank you, Nicole, thank you, Nicole. So I've told him to come say thank you himself, because it's true, it's the external validation. How long have you and I known each other?
Thank you, girl. You're validating everything I've been trying to tell her.
And I'm glad you're feeling better, Merv. So
Oh,
good to see.
awesome. Yeah, I'm great.
But you guys are in a really good space. Like, this is a very positive situation. I have honestly not seen Liv in such a good space for a really long time.
She's,
So,
she's sparking on all 6 cylinders at the moment, I can tell you that.
that's right. Isn't she a V8 though? Like, come on.
Oh, come on, there's got to be a little bit more room for growth.
That's right.
Nah,
Change the torque and increase the horsepower. No, I got nothing.
she's doing great. She's in a
That's
good
right.
space
So
at the
are
moment.
you.
Oh, I'm
So-
great. I'm a happy camper. Box of fluffy ducks.
That's right. And there's dogs.
Oh, yes.
I will
Gotta have
send
the
you
girls.
an updated picture, okay, of her, because she looks so much bigger now, okay? So I'll send a few more pictures to you, all right?
Show you my little creature that we lost on the weekend.
Okay.
Look at my little darling.
Oh, no. Poor thing. Was it just old age, or?
Yeah, she just had arthritis. She was 13 and a half, Russian blue. Like, they don't do that well. And then she was in a lot of pain. We didn't realize, but she bit me on Friday.
Oh,
and
God.
It was pretty gross. And I think that we forgiven a lot of the behaviors. Like, we attributed them to other things, like if she fell off the couch or she did this
yeah.
or whatever. But I think it just sort of showed us that actually we need to see what's really happening and help her to not have the pain that she was very evidently in. And
It's hard sometimes. I
so,
know.
but that's part of pet ownership, is about knowing that it's not about us, it's about her, and that's okay.
Exactly. I still have days where, like, I miss Boss a lot. But yeah. Happy is, I can't believe she's 50 centimeters. It's 10 centimeters bigger than what she was when we got her. So, like, she is getting big, and she's still got really big paws and legs. So she's gonna get bigger.
Exactly.
I
So,
don't-
make sure you give her extra snuggles today, because
Okay.
that's my lesson for all clients with pets today. Please love them muchly, and because we have such beautiful lives with them, and sometimes it's just Wednesday, but today is Wednesday, and give her extra love.
And her name is Happy. What do you think? Huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to make another appointment for me whenever and just let me know?
You want me to make it with you now while you're on the phone?
Yeah, sure. I can't. Yeah.
Oh,
Hold
no,
on.
I can't, because we've up to date.